What we have here, we have properties. These properties over time, there's some loss of attractiveness in the buildings. So it is now necessary that we need to repurpose the buildings, give them new life, and also try to refurbish them so that they can improve the attractiveness and be able to attract better tenants and generate better revenues. So the ultimate goal for us is to make sure that as a pension fund, we should be in a position to pay our pensioners who worked very hard, decent pensions. So how do we do that? We make sure that our revenue generation improves. So the revitalization of our buildings or improving the outlook of our buildings is one of the big steps so that we can be in a position to attract better tenants, we can pay better rentals, and then we can channel those rentals to the pensioners. So this is basically the concept that we are having here. But we are saying on our own as a pension fund, we are not able to do that. So we are now inviting other players, other investors with their money, so that collectively we are in a position to give the new life to the buildings. What is the benefit for these guys who are bringing in their money? Their benefit is they will be in a position to also get a portion of the improvements in terms of the monies that we're going to generate. So it's a win-win. We are going to generate more and pass on the benefits to the pensioners. The investors who bring in their money, they are also going to get some improvements in terms of their investments. When people are still working, they make a contribution to the pension fund every month, and that money is invested so that when they retire, they will then be able to be paid what they have contributed during their working life. One of the investments is buying of properties. So properties we bought is a guarantee for us to be able to lease out those properties and be able to pay out the pensions when they become due. So as a pension fund, we are one of the biggest property owners in this country. Not only in this country, but even in the UK, we've got 11 big commercial properties. So all these properties, they are leased out. Every month we get rentals, and that money is now channeled towards payment of the pensions. The starting point is one is supposed to invest a minimum of 5,000 US. So this is the money that we are saying now each investor is supposed to invest. We have got 4 properties that we are starting with. In Bulawayo, we have got Africa House, Pioneer House, in Harare Atlas House, and Electra House. So these are the 4 properties that we are starting with. We are opening tomorrow. We should close by the 7th of December, and we are targeting to have by mid-December, we should then list on the stock exchange. Yeah. So this is the process.
Okay. So how much do you intend to raise for the IPO?
On the IPO,
yes. How much do you intend?
I will have to check the actual figures from the guys who are running the project, but we are targeting to attract as much money as possible so that we can bring the buildings to a decent outlook and attract better tenants.
The Revitus Real Estate Investment Trust is simply a product whereby we are coming together as the capital markets, together with the National Railways Contributory Pension Fund, to refurbish the properties that they have. Some of them are in Harare, some of them are here in Bulawayo. And this combination is put up in a structure called the REIT, which is the Real Estate Investment Trust. And then it is listed on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. So in layman's terms, what we are simply saying is the capital markets and the pension funds have come together and they've put up a product whereby anyone, even in the street, can actually contribute and then start rebuilding and refurbishing the properties that had gone down in terms of their state. So in essence, we are starting to rebuild our cities. So when CBZ Asset Management, which is Danvers, which I represent, come onto the picture, we are going to be the fund manager of this particular asset class called a REIT. It has started well in Zimbabwe, and we are hoping to spread it across and have more and more of these real estate investment trusts, which we for short call REITs, and then these will start refurbishment. Some can even do regeneration, some can even do proper new developments that you'll be seeing within the market. This is where we are. Real estate is a very key driver even of the economy, because by doing these refurbishments, what's simply going to happen is jobs are going to be created. It takes a lot of players to actually participate, and by simply putting a good infrastructure onto the market, you also start attracting tourists because we've got good facilities and the general feel and confidence of players within our market. So real estate is very key within our Zimbabwe market.